20 years of writing code, and I'm telling you right now, the only ceiling on what you can build is how well you can use AI. Because at your fingertips, you've got a fleet of middling to good engineers, designers, and marketers ready to deploy it anytime you want. So the question stopped being, can you do the work? And it became, how well can you manage AI? And the people that have already figured this out, they're absolutely cooking. Gary Tan, CEO of Y Combinator, one of the largest startup accelerators in the world, just posted that in his last 60 days, he shipped 600,000 lines of production code. That's part-time while running YC. Next, Peter Steinberger, solo dev and founder. He built OpenClaw to 180,000 GitHub stars in 3 months, one of the fastest growing open source projects in history. And then there's Austin Lau. He ran the entire growth marketing operation at Anthropic, a $380 billion company, for 10 months, completely solo. Paid search, paid social, SEO, email, all of it. And he'd never opened a terminal before. So 3 completely different jobs and 3 completely different outputs, but they all have one thing in common. They all use Claude skills. So I went on a mission. I tore through every skill I could find, the public ones, the private ones, the weird ones nobody's talking about, to figure out what makes a great skill, what separates the great ones from the rest, and which ones I now refuse to work without. And these are the top 5. So get your coffee ready and let's go. So at number 1 is Content Ops by Eric Su. This is the one I can't live without. I use it every single time I sit down to write a video script. If you make any type of content, install this first. Most people ask Claude to write a script. They skim it, they pick a version that feels least bad, and they hit record. That's not scripting, that's letting AI choose for you. Eric's skill flips this. You write your script, and then a panel of experts, copywriters, hook specialists, retention strategists, score it and rewrite it to make it even better. Anything below 90 out of 100 gets killed. The ones that survive get rewritten again and again. And 3 rounds in, you're not looking at your first script, you're looking at one that's even better than all the other versions. And the result is a script that actually holds retention. So if you write words for humans, scripts, hooks, captions, anything, this is the first skill I would install. Wait till you see what the trading agent at number 5 does. That one's going to melt your brain. Number 2 is GStack by Gary Tan. Remember Gary Tan, the guy I spoke about earlier, who shipped 600,000 lines of production code? He didn't just build a skill, he built a team of skills. And it's got 90,000 GitHub stars already. Office Hours is a CEO agent that pushes back on your framing before you even write a line of code. This review command is an engineering manager. It locks in the architecture and writes the tests. In QA, it opens an actual Chromium browser and clicks through your app like a user. It finds bugs and fixes them on the fly. 23 commands, and the cheat code is that he runs these in 10 to 15 loops in parallel. That's what a one-person company looks like in 2026. Don't worry, I'll leave a link in the comments to where you can find and install these and show you exactly how to use them. So number 3 is Twitter Algorithm Optimizer by Composio. Drop a tweet in, get a rewrite. That's the pitch. And the way it works is wild. Twitter open sourced its recommendation algorithm a while back. Most people read the headline. Composio actually read the source code, and then they built a skill on top of it. Now you drop in the tweet and the skill checks it against 4 different models. They decide whether your tweet goes anywhere. They'll tell you exactly where it's failing and they'll rewrite it for you. So a flat opinion like remote work is better than office work comes back as a hot take with a position. A debate, a hook, a question, and a community signal. So it's the same idea, but with way more reach. And that's what algorithm writing looks like. Number 4 is remotion. If you've ever edited a video, you end up spending hours dragging clips around, lining up cuts, or redoing the same intro for the 10th time. And there's a much faster way. You can now make videos using code. This means once you build a template, you can generate hundreds of thousands of versions from it. If you want a new intro, it's done in minutes. If you need to pump out daily content without burning out, this is how creators do it. The Remotion team shipped an official skill, basically an instruction set you can give to Claude with 30 different rule files, covering things like text animations, transitions, font loading, frame timing, all of it. I made a full video breakdown on exactly how to use it. Go watch that after this one. Number 5 is trading agents. Here it is. 64,000 stars on GitHub, a full Wall Street trading desk. Except every analyst is an AI agent, and they argue with each other before they make a call. You give it a stock ticker, and a fundamental analyst pulls in the financials. A sentiment expert reads the news, and a technical analyst looks at the chart. A research manager synthesizes the debate, and a trader proposes a position. It also has a risk team that pressure tests it, and your portfolio manager makes the final call. It's a multi-agent simulation of what an actual trading desk looks like. Multiple expert lenses on one decision, each agent representing a different perspective and all of them in debate. And that's the pattern. Great skills aren't prompts, they're complete workflows with specific opinions on how the work should be done. Generic AI is going to give you generic output. Skills are how you put taste in front of the model. Tan didn't ship 600,000 lines because Claude is magic. Lau didn't run Anthropic's marketing solo because he's a much better marketer. And Steinberger didn't hit 250,000 stars on OpenClaw because he typed faster. They built the right harness around a great model and shared it. I'll leave a link to all of this in the description. If you found this useful, hit the subscribe button and I'll see you in the next one.